Mhuri yeZimbabwe tauya nemazita evanhu vari kuda kuamenda constitution yeZimbabwe. MuZimbabwe hamusi kushandiswa mutemo but vari kuda kuzama kuda kubata kuconstitution kuti vasanyanye kubvunzwa, but mazita evanhu ivavo ndo andaireka kubatira mhuri yeZimbabwe kuti makadi mativi mana enyika yeZimbabwe. Kusakana zvekare nemi pano paTV yenyu pachivhitivhiti patinenge tichikupa maleresi updates nenyaya dzinenge dzichiitika zuva nezuva. Taiya takabata nyaya ndofunga mese muri kuziva kuti Blessed Geza akabuda achitaura achiti Ziyambi Virginia Mabhiza and Jacob Mudenda are planning to make constitutional amendments that will extend Parliament's life by 2 more years to 2030. He claims the section 328 that prevent Emmerson Mnangagwa from benefiting will be repealed, and this will be rubber stamped by Parliament using ZANU-PF 2/3 majority. Muri Zimbabwe ndichatizokorore zvekare zviri kunzi Blessed Geza claims Ziyambi Virginia Mabhiza and Jacob Mudenda plan to make constitutional amendments that will extend Parliament's life by 2 more years to 2030. He claims the section 328 that prevent Emmerson Mnangagwa from benefit will be repealed, and this will be rubber stamped by Parliament using ZANU-PF 2/3 majority. That's why muri kuona vari kukambena zvisingaite zviri kunzi. In addition, he says that stay away is now indefinite and will only end after ED is gone and the rest of Zvigananda are behind bars. He dropped names of the Zvigananda starting with Tagore Chivayo, and additional to the list among others is Jacob Mafume. Muri Zimbabwe ndo nyaya yakataurwa naGeza, ndofunga makazvinzwa izvozvo, but isusu nyaya yedu payakamira ndepekuti izvozvi zvakaita conference yavo kwaMutare, vaita conference yavo kwaMutare. Chatamirira isusu semhuri yeZimbabwe ndechekuti imimi murida kuziva kuti vari kuite sei. Saka mazita evanhu vari kuamenda constitution ndofunga akabuda kare, ndo vanhu vacho ndo bhizi yavari izvozvi. Saka ndo zvange taiya tikuzivise kuti vanhu vai zvaitaurwa zviye zviri kutoitika izvozvizvi ndo zvange taiya tikuzivise. Asi tine hurukuro yedu yatakatora kuna Uncle Jet vane hurukuro hombe dzavanenge vachiita kazhinji ndo hurukuro dzamunonzwa panapa dzinenge dzichibva kuna Uncle Jet, ndo vanonyanya kuita mapress iwayoyo paspace. Saka tinokupai kuti vai vasina kunzwa munzwe, ndo chinangwa chatinoisira panapa, nekuti chinhu chese chatinotaura hasiri zvese zvamunotora, but pane zvishoma zvamunotora. Zvishoma izvozvo ndo zvatinozouyawo tichitutsirawo tichisa panapa kuti munzwewo zviri kutaurwa. Saka chinzwai munzwe zvavari kutaura.
Guta tabikirwa isu.
Aiwa, thank you very much. Ndinotenda. Right, regai timbonzwa Mbizi, how are you? Mbizi? Okay. Is it Shamis? Shamis or Shamase, Shamis? Can you take the mic? I hope I said that right, my brother.
Shamase. Yes.
Or Shamase.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming through. How you doing?
Thank you so much, Uncle John. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. I've been following your spaces, but the comrades are on fire here. You can't get a chance to speak.
Yeah, I did a good thing, coming early.
Yes, thank you so much. I think that was the right time to come through. All right, thank you so much, Uncle Jed. I hear the comrades are speaking, and greetings to all of them. They are lovely people. As long as you are Zimbabwean, you are my brother, you are my sister, you are my everything. Yeah. Um, these guys, they are playing a, a hectic game. We know their tactics is not new to like-minded Zimbabweans. So I think this court application is Daddy Hope has actually highlighted yesterday that this is what is happening, and then they played it down. But anyway, as the previous speaker saying, these guys they got nothing to do with us. We are just failing to unite. That's our biggest problem. Now you see, what actually melts me down is you have our brothers and our sisters blaming the developed people this, the developed people must actually blame the individuals who are actually supporting or propping up these nonsensical things of ZANU-PF. They must actually pinpoint, Uncle Jed, you are actually propping up it to continue, not actually painting the whole ethnic group. That's why ZANU-PF that's their upper hand. That's what they do. Because you normally look at during the election when there's a campaign, someone will pass by when maybe a group of Shona speaking people are gathered, and then they say, yeah, maybe I will just say it in the way like, ah, then I'm a Shona, and then everyone will be just dejected. Everyone is upset now. There's division and all that and all that. So that's what is happening. So our people, we must just stop actually uh, propping up this propaganda, because these guys they've been surviving on our division, and now we are in foreign countries. People are even telling us that you guys are divided. We don't even know what you are trying to do. So we like, according to my opinion, Uncle Jed, we are just like people who are just existing, suffering, uh, denied whatever, just waiting to die, because our so-called opposition, because these guys are speaking big English, but there's nothing that they are doing. They cannot lie to me. To me, they cannot lie. Maybe they can lie to the cocos in the village. Me, they cannot lie to me. Whoever, I will not say names because I know our brothers will flood my timeline here and say, yeah, you are blaming this one and blaming this one. No, but those are the leaders. I mean, we cannot all lead the country, but these guys, they say we are opposition, we are this, but they are doing nothing. These things are unfolding right before their eyes. Hey, why are they actually holding us at ransom as citizens? You vote for them in, and then they melt away like ice, which means I think they're working with these guys. So, Uncle Jed, this court application and all this and all that, please, I'm also calling for unity. Let's stop these tribal lines whereby we point out ethnic groups, because that's what keeps these guys. And they just press button, they know that these guys, they will be locked into tribal fighting or arguments or quarreling whilst we are pushing our agenda. And in Matroland, there are big guys, ZANU-PF guys. In Mashonaland, there are big ZANU-PF guys. So everyone can be used by these guys. They can buy anyone. So please, I think unity is the only way to go. Otherwise, we are going nowhere as citizens. I mean, precious citizens of our country. It pains me every day. But the only thing that I will not lose is hope. There is hope. I know there is hope. The hope is always there, and it will never fade away. Things will change. But I just pray that we unite, and then we do our responsibilities as citizens. Uh, I thank you, Uncle Gerald. I cannot go further than this. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, my brother. I do appreciate you. Thank you very much for speaking. Skumbuzo, how you doing?
I'm good, Uncle Jed. How are you?
No, I'm good, my brother. How's it going?
Hey, I'm just surprised by this, application by this guy Fuzwai. It. Yes, can you hear me?
Please go
Yes, we
ahead.
can hear you.
Oh, yes. I wanted to say, my brother, this is it's shocking. Things that you're calling that are shocking. I'm failing to find, the right way to describe this development. And what is happening here, Uncle Gerard, is what we used to learn in primary school, where they will say 1 - 2. The answer was it can't. This is the situation that we're in. Remember, we're having Fuzwayo putting in a constitutional court application to challenge something that has not yet even happened. This I think what we all know is that it was a ZANU-PF resolution. And a ZANU-PF resolution, Uncle Jed, is just good as a beer talk. It is something that is happening in their own organization. It may necessarily does not have anything to do with someone who's not ZANU-PF. So, from my understanding, I don't think that Mbuso Fuzwa, when he's challenging this, he's not challenging this on the basis of being a ZANU-PF member, but his challenge is on the basis of being a Zimbabwean. So, on what basis is he challenging something that happened in ZANU-PF? I'm trying to make sense of it. This thing has not yet been brought even to parliament. It has not been enacted into law. The amendment has never been passed into. So, what is the reason for bringing this application? It boggles the mind. It's just yeah, circus. It's a children's play. This is what we're being exposed to. But anyway, with the fullness of time, maybe we'll understand what was the reasons for this. But at this point, it's shocking. That's what I can call it. It's shocking because we know what will happen. It will be this application will be thrown out. It fails to meet any requirements for it even to be heard in a court of law. Okay. Thank you, Uncle.
You can't even speak, my brother.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm so frustrated, and angry.
I
That's
know, no, I feel you.
but, what is this thing meant to achieve? You just ask yourself. You're an
Mm.
educated. We are all educated. Went to school. People have got a basic. That you don't need to be a lawyer yourself to understand this. But there's no basis for this thing to be brought into the constitutional court for that matter.
Right.
But we
Yeah,
are
but
there.
thank you very much. I do appreciate.
Thank
Sabuk
you.
Dobbs, do you want to come through? I'm on Toto. I see you, my brother. I'll bring you in a minute. But Sabuk Dobbs, please take the mic.
Yeah, many things. I think yeah, it's great that Amon Toto is here. He have taken us through this scenario to say it went to help the scenario of challenging anything to do with this in the constitutional court at any stage, according to him. It is not going to help. So he's here. He would explain further. But what I wanted to say is, I mean, the statement of Nelson Chamisa was spot on to say we don't have a constitution to talk about. So we can't use any constitutional court to defend something which he have been already torn apart, which no longer exists to say, can we interpret this? Because what these guys wanted to do, they wanted to kill two birds with one stone. They wanted to prevent referendum and want Mnangagwa to benefit. And the constitutional court is only going to interpret to say term extension is not second term. You know how they interpret, but they don't go to the spirit of the Constitution to say it was to prevent that, to prevent somebody to abuse that office and to stay in office for more than 2 terms. And their terms were just clear. I know they start from something like 3.5 years to 5 years. So we don't know why they then wanted to extend it and use the Constitution to justify it. So we must just put our struggle outside the Constitution and use other means. We can't say that the Constitutional Court is no, we must be the last one. We just defy it to say, yeah, whatever they say, we still say no to term extension and do other, and maybe go the other things which are allowed within our Constitution. We know it's very difficult, but it remains possible. We can't preempt how are we going to do it at this phase. Thanks a lot, everybody. I received my mic.
All right. Thank you very much for that. My brother Amon, do you want to come in?
Hey, Ango G, what's up?
How are you doing?
I'm very well. Owen Chari, see you, Skumbuzo, and Dobbs, Shamas, Bizi, Mbuyawa Oli, and the other listeners. Thank you very much for allowing me to be a nuisance on this space.
No, it's fine, my brother. We thank you for coming through. So walk us through this thing. What does this thing mean?
But I see court application seeking to stop Agenda 2030. What does this mean? I think I've been on your space and other spaces telling you exactly that I was foreseeing something of this nature coming through, whether proactive or reactionary, and who is the initiator. The initiator is, I thought the initiator could have been opposition or anybody interested looking at items that affect opposition and people that are anti 2030. Unfortunately now, there can be a sponsorship of litigants who are now approaching the Concord. As I advised then, I think, Ango Jed, you were here, I think 3 weeks ago when I was saying this, that look, by the end of the day, this is a matter that the Constitutional Court must settle and make a pronouncement on whether or not the Constitution of Zimbabwe, in relation to the various sections that were quoted, Section 95B, 348, and all that, the Constitutional Court is the apex court of the Republic of Zimbabwe that must make pronouncements about frictions or infractions or a misunderstanding or misinterpretation or a gray area within the Constitution on what must be done or what can be done in relation to a particular provision or a constitutional scenario. Now, this is what has happened. I'm not too sure, though, whether this application is now, yes, I see a stamp there, and whether or not it is being persisted with. But I'll say the following. One, it's unfortunate that the opposition or whosoever was anti-2030 has not done it as an initiative, but rather ZANU-PF has sponsored it. Now that ZANU-PF has sponsored it, or it is alleged it has sponsored it, a specific outcome may actually be there or preempted or predetermined. Opposition and any other person who is interested can actually apply for a joinder of party, being joined. I mean, sorry to be very legalistic, I'll go to the political side of it, but for now I'm addressing the legalists, the legalese around this issue. Any interested party now be it opposition, ZANU-PF, or ZANU-PF already is a respondent. Any person who believes, or any citizen who believes that they will be affected by the ruling or adjudication of this issue can actually make an application to court after the direct access has been granted to then make submissions to be joined as a party and to make submissions anti
Audio Jungle.